So what is it you get exactly when you buy an ex-military refurbed Defender from the Rugged Guide? Well, this is a good example. This is one we've just finished, and as you can see, it's come out really nice. Now, it's finished in a dark drab olive colour. You can have any colour you want from the British Standard chart, which involves pretty much all the colours you could think of: yellows, greens, blues, reds, blacks, greys. We always finish in a satin finish, as you can see here, so it's not quite a gloss, but it's not as dull as a matte. All the body panels have been repaired, any major dents have been taken out before priming and then painting. Now, obviously, servicing is very important on our vehicles, and so we give all of the vehicles a full service. That includes replacing the timing belt and the tensioner, which is quite often forgotten, and certainly by the military. So once the timing belt's been changed, it's a full service. All the fluids are changed. We're doing all the oils in the axles. We take out the coolant. We run the engine up to heat before we drain it. So that's all done, and we also replace all the filters. Now, obviously, part of any service, we're going to be looking at things such as the wheel bearings, the UJs, the brakes, the brake lines, and invariably a lot of these are replaced, and that's all part of the package. So when you drive away in one of our vehicles, it's fully serviced and fully reliable. One of the other things that we do to the vehicles for you was actually wax oil the chassis. That's done after the MOT, so that the MOT can give a fair assessment of the vehicle. And then once the wax oil's been done, we'll then refurbish the interior. Now, this interior has been painted on the inside. It's not something we do as standard. We only actually paint the outside of the vehicles, but we can paint the inside for an extra charge. You can see in here it makes a big difference. But included in the cost, we'll actually replace all the seat bases and seat cushions, and we'll fit a brand new cubby box for you, and I'll show you that in just a second. Now, one of the things that this vehicle's got, which is an optional extra, are the Wolf rims. All the vehicles come with these same Michelin style tyres, or possibly the G90s. But the rims are a standard rim. They're obviously repainted at the same time as the bodywork, so they look great. But if you want a Wolf rim, that's an optional extra. And for the same price, you could choose to have modulars. It's entirely up to you. So as far as the interior goes, this is a standard interior that you would get included in the price. Except for the fact that it's been painted, you still get all the brand new seat backs and seat cushions. You get a brand new matching cubby box. And the mileage on the vehicle, you're going to be looking at between 100 or 130,000 kilometres, which is about 80,000 miles. So it's a standard interior. The only difference that you're going to be looking at, there's two things. You've got the map reading light on there, which normally works, and it does in this case. And also you've got the lights are operated by this centre knob, and it's got the convoy light is operated from there, which is on the rear, which you don't really need. But you've got tail lights, side and tail lights, and headlight, side and tail lights. That's the only real difference you've got on a military vehicle, whether it be left-hand or right-hand drive. And as you can see, this vehicle's been fitted with rear bench seats. It's not an expensive option. You're looking at about 120 quid for us to fit brand new bench seats into the rear, and they are perfectly legal. We can fit lap belts for you as well. That's an extra cost, but it's all possible. Pretty much you can have whatever you want in here. Even if you want modern seats, it's not a problem. We can do that for you. But this is the interior you get on one of our standard builds, and this is the kind of level of quality you would get as well. Okay, at the rear here, obviously this is a soft top, so you've got a tailgate. It's in really nice condition. Occasionally these can actually have the Pioneer tool brackets on there. Now, we'll remove those before we paint the vehicle, but we obviously can put them back or leave them off and just fill the holes with rivets if you want. It's entirely up to you. A couple of things you'll see on here that you don't see on a standard vehicle are these bumperettes, which are really useful for a rugged vehicle if you're off-roading, green laning, or just on the farm. It does protect the rear. And you've got these removable lights as well. But apart from that, it's a pretty standard vehicle. Another thing for you not to worry about when you buy one of our ex-military Defenders is the fact that the chassis is all wax oiled, and you can see here it's all brushed down and cleaned off before we apply the wax oil, and that's after the MOT. So as you can see, we've also fitted a new grille to this vehicle, and more often than not that's the case because they do quite often come damaged or cracked. But if they're okay, we'll paint them to match the rest of the vehicle, because what we try and do is keep as much of the military spec equipment on the vehicle as possible. Now, I did mention before that we can fit any accessories to your vehicle that you want, and that includes things like steering guards, winch bumpers, whatever you want. One thing that we do fit to a lot of vehicles, if people don't want the full military look, is we remove these wing top aerial mounts and we'll actually fit checker plate. And the reason that's a good idea is because you do have quite a few holes in the top of the wings here when you remove these, and that just clears it up and gets it looking real nice very easily. If you're interested in seeing some other vehicles, not just the one here on YouTube, check out our Facebook page because all the builds are catalogued. If you have one of the builds from us, we'll be cataloguing the build throughout the whole process, and we'll be posting all the pictures onto Facebook, so you can keep an eye on what we're doing as we're doing it. If there's anything you're not happy with or you want to change, you just let us know and we can do that for you. So hopefully now you've got a bit more of an idea of exactly what you can expect when you buy an ex-military rebuild from the Rugged Guide. But let your imagination run wild. We can pretty much put anything you want on these vehicles, and we can build something that's totally unique for you. Just get in touch either through Facebook, you can get in touch with us, or you can contact us through eBay. Just send us an email or even give us a call, and we'll speak to you and see if we can make something really special for you.